Hello, Steve.
Hi, Rich. How are we doing?
Not too bad, mate. We're missing a brass monkey tonight, but he is mentioned in dispatches.
As ever, always.
So anyway, the weather's stunning and has been for the last week and a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been good, and it's just the week after Whit Friday, so we had a good evening there for the weather. Apart from I think the one downpour.
Yeah, it did round about. I think it got us round about 8:30. I think.
Yeah, about that. Yeah,
when we were in Hyde, so yeah, it was good. It was a good day, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight, really, aren't we?
Yes, yeah, we're going to try and cover what we saw and things. I wasn't playing. I spent the evening in Stalybridge Celtic, of all places.
You did indeed.
Yes, so a good evening there. A really good spot, actually. I managed to get a seat right at the back of the stand, right in line with the band. So listened to 20-odd bands on the bounce, really.
Did you? I mean, for me, I went with obviously Royal Buckley, and we'll hear a bit of that later on. But for me, I thought it was a bit quiet.
Yeah, we had sort of two bands waiting at kick-off. And then there was a gap of about 20 minutes, again, another couple of bands, and another gap. And then there was a steady flow. Yeah. But it wasn't as busy as it has been. Now, I don't know if they were the other side or just the loop, the way people were going round and things. But, it seemed quieter than it has been. But, good evening all round anyway.
Yeah, and considering the weather, you might have thought we might have pulled more people in to playing. But I mean, we ended up in Denton because we always finish in Denton Cricket Club, and we were straight on.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think we've ever done that.
No, usually you got 3 or 4, haven't you? And then you sort of hang around and listen to the last, few bands.
Last few bands, yeah. And we obviously we stayed there for a glass of water, and so just a refreshment.
Yes, a
shandy, yeah. And it started then to get quite a bit busy. So all in all, the usual suspects were there, weren't they? Fodens and.
Yes, yeah, Fodens did well. They won that side, and Leyland was second. Really enjoyed Leyland. Really exciting playing, I think, would be the thing.
I don't know if I should say it on here, but I thought what I heard, Leyland were better than Fodens, I think.
I thought they were.
For me,
that's a personal thing.
Yeah.
Different piece, different way of playing. Yeah. The Foden's interpretation of the president is so exact and spot on. I think the other side of the coin is sort of, you've got with other test pieces, other contest matches, you've got a bit more excitement maybe in the piece as well, which can go for you or against you, and it did through the results, as you could see.
I think Leyland were on the first place we got to, which I think was Ashton Rugby Club, I think.
Yeah.
And we got off the bus and this band were playing, and we thought, oh, hey. We looked down.
That's a bit of all right.
Yeah, and then we figured out it was Leyland. Yeah. So, I mean, it was good. It was a good day, and I think the weather made all the difference, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I ended up sitting in the shade of all things. I was at the back of the football stand, keeping out of the sun, really, till later on when the sun dropped. But yeah, really good thing, and lots of Ravenswoods and Knight Templars and a few Presidents and Wizards and some of the lower section bands playing some different marches as well, which was quite nice. I think I'm with the road march bit. I think I'm a bit old fashioned, and I prefer just a standard march. They have all these fancy.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we have all these fancy pieces, and just listening to some of them. I know there's a few bands that do it really well.
Yeah.
But the others, it wasn't really that good.
No.
Yeah. No. I think, to me, a decent march, sort of, I was almost saying to people, well, come on, get on with it.
Yeah.
Because some were dragging it out and out and out and out.
Right.
Which, just a personal thing. I mean, the crowd were loving it.
Yeah. I think that's why it's done, isn't it?
Yeah. And as the night went on, they were even clapping away to the normal road marches, so I think everybody had had a couple of pints, and we're getting into the spirit a bit more.
Yeah, we didn't do that much marching. I think we did seven contests, and I think we only did 3 marches, and they were extremely short.
Yeah, I think it's more the other side, and the Saddleworth side, the march is a bit longer.
Yeah,
you go to some of the villages there; they're quite a way.
Yeah, because the one in Delft is marching down the hill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, good. And like I said, there were quite a very few varied bands out, weren't there?
Yeah, it was great. And I
sections.
was talking to some couple of people from Devon Band, which was where my brother-in-law lives, of all places. So there's a bit of a connection there. You know, full section band down from Norfolk coming up and having a go.
That's
really good.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we always struggle because a lot of players in our band are teachers or, you know, and can't get away early. So I believe it's in half term next year. So.
Oh, right. So no excuses in that way, although people will be on holiday probably.
Yeah.
So we'll have to
might give us a chance to get there a bit early.
Yeah, it's always been the killer, isn't it? If you're not there at 4 o'clock, you're on the back foot straight away. The traffic's busier, isn't it, on the way?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. Yeah. There was a hold-up.
Yeah. I mean, me being a sado and not working now, I was there for 4, waiting.
Were you there ready to go, were you?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, well, I believe there were coaches queuing up.
Yeah.
To play at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was on the other side as well.
Yes. Because usually there's like a £50 prize for first band and things, isn't there?
Yeah.
As well, so sometimes it's quite nice to get one in the bag as well.
Get that in there. Well, anyway, I'll like I said, I've got some recording of some of our players on the way down there, and some recording when we played. So I shall play that now.
Great.
The general chit-chat of an excited band on the way to Whit Friday Marches to take part in the competition. Where, Jen? Where are we doing it?
Tameside.
So here I am with my fellow brass monkey. Where are we going, Doug?
We're going to the Whit Marches.
Where, though?
Well, there's lots of different villages.
Which ones, though? Where are we starting? So we ask Emily where we're going.
We're starting in Droylsden.
Are we? Which is what side, though? It's in... Where is it?
Tameside.
Tameside.
Tameside. There we are.
And what's our email address?
It's got monkey in it, but it hasn't got banana.
So here I am with Mark, who's our flugelhorn by his brother, and Rose. So you were...
Yes, we're a couple. Yes, we are.
You got all the good looks, yeah?
Got all the good looks, yeah. So you're both Whit Friday virgins, then? You've never been?
Absolutely, yeah.
So are you looking forward to it?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. What about the outfit you've got to wear, though, leading ahead of the band?
Well, Rose is happy to wear that, she said.
Fine.
Yeah?
She's used to wearing outfits.
Get the outfit out, Rose is going to wear it. So, hope you enjoy it. It's not too... We don't drink a lot, because it's quite, quiet band, really.
Well, I'll have to teach you how to drink.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, okay. I'll have a go.
So, hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much.
So here I am with the dodgy part of the bus, at the back. It's where all the riff-raff are.
Well, I'm doing to get down the front, there's no room.
So, we've got some help today from Caroline. And she's saying nothing. Keeping quiet. We're all keeping quiet. Nobody wants to talk to me. I wonder why. Probably because there's no money involved. We've got Emma, and you're not going to do your traditional dress this year, are you?
No way.
Well, we just found out that Rose is going to do it. So that should be interesting, because I don't know who's brought it. Who's brought it?
When the driver do it.
And here's our esteemed MD, Keith.
How are you, Rich?
How's it going?
Very well, thank you, so far.
So far, so good.
And we haven't got there yet.
We haven't got there yet.
Podcast, please do not swear.
Yeah, that's true. There's Martin howling in the back there. He got shouted at because you never mentioned his wife on the last podcast. So here we go. Here comes the traffic because we're slowing down.
Where are we?
Where are we going? Yes. So, how are we doing at the back here, guys? You all being good? Yeah. Flippin' heck, Phil, you're here on time.
You was here before Jack.
Yeah, well, before Lucy, you mean?
Is there anything you want to say, Martin?
Sorry?
Is there anything you would like to say?
Who wants to say sorry?
When can I have a beer?
When can I have a beer? Well, probably when we played about 15,000 times, probably.
How are you, Rich?
Anyway, I'm good. Yes. It's a bit warm today.
Yes, a bit.
But there you go. Should be good though. Here comes the traffic now. I'm going to sit down again.
The last time me and Jack went.
Okay, so I'm here with Rico, ex-former band member, who can't commit anymore because the time, is it? Or you just don't like us anymore?
Yeah, I don't like it anymore.
So I've been asked to ask you about marching etiquette.
Well,
So what, any tips?
yeah, just don't do it.
Well, I've seen you marching, and I'm glad I don't follow you.
Credit where it's due. This guy's got a gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always found the band out, not me.
Yeah. And we've even tried putting him right next to the drum so we've got no excuse to hear it. So,
It's that cotton ball I keep putting him here.
so you're not going to be marching today, not even by the side of us, no?
No, I'll walk down with you.
Okay, that's be interesting. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the day.
Certainly will.
All finished playing here at Denton now. Hey folks, are you big brass band fans? Yeah?
Oh, you want recording going? You
Royal
won't have
Buckley.
enough tape.
No, it's all right. We do a podcast called The Brass Monkeys. It's a brass band podcast. And I thought, as I'm out today playing, I just want to ask a few people what they think of it. How much they enjoy the Whit Friday Marches.
I love it. Oh, yeah.
Shall I ask just a couple of questions?
Yeah, ask her.
Okay.
Do joint answers.
So here I am at Denton Cricket Club. We've just finished playing. So I'm just chatting to a few people here who've been listening to the bands. So how much do you enjoy the Whit Friday Marches?
Tremendously.
Yeah?
I'm an ex-player.
Oh, you're an ex-player? All right, so what do you used to play?
Tenor horn.
Ah, right, okay. I'm a cornet player, so...
We love it. We try and come every year.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't believe we come here usually last, when we always do this last, and usually it's really busy here. I'm quite surprised how quiet it is, but I mean it might pick up now, mightn't it, I suppose?
Well, the last band to go on is 12:15.
Yeah. I think
It's
last...
only 20 past 9.
I think the last time we were here, Foden's followed us, I think. Last time.
All right, they've just been on.
Oh, they've been over. We missed Foden's, have we? Right, okay.
Yeah. But we love it. It's a good spot, this. People pay attention.
Yeah.
The way around.
Right. Oh, so they played.
Topsy-turvy.
Right. Well, we won here last year. We won our section last year.
Oh, well
So we're hoping
again
to.
this year.
Well, hoping to. Yeah, so.
Well done, well done. Yeah, I think there's been a bit of trouble with half a dozen of the band's coaches.
Oh, is it?
In Tameside. They turned
right,
up
okay.
a few hours late and one broke down. So I'm guessing that's maybe caused a bottleneck
Right. Okay. Right.
elsewhere.
We haven't seen it. We've seen a little bit of traffic, but it's not been too bad. But it'll pick up, won't it, I suppose?
Yes.
The ice cream van's gone, so that we don't need an ice cream van with a generator.
No, you don't. Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not.
Behind us.
Well, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right, I'm here with Tilsey Band. They've just finished playing at Denton. Sounded pretty damn good, actually.
Oh, thank you very much.
Not as good as us, Buckley, but there you go.
Well, steady.
So, how many have you done today?
This will be the 9th one, yeah.
Oh, well
the
done,
9th
guys.
one, yeah.
Is this your last one?
Yep.
Right.
Certainly is, yeah.
We did 7, I think, so...
Yeah, so we've got around more than you.
You have? What
we,
time did you start, though?
We set off from the Banbury about 3:30.
I see.
And we got here for about 4:20, something like that.
We've had to come from God's country somewhere.
God, is that,
That's why it took us ages to get here.
I thought you were already in God's country.
I am, well, sort of, yeah. So, enjoyed it?
Very much so, yeah, very much so.
Do you always finish here? Because we always finish here.
We absolutely do. And the reason is, is because we can have a little drink after.
Exactly.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Enjoying it.
I just said to our conductor, I said, I loved your conductor's touch of handing out beers to the band afterwards.
Yeah.
So my conductor said, well, I expect that the other way round.
Yeah,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, 100%.
So, and you think you've done all right? You never know, do you?
You know, it's hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's hard to say. We think,
Best view with a bit.
you know, we've not spent an awful lot of time on it.
Right.
So I think considering the amount of time we've spent on it, I think we've done really well. Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much.
No problem.
So don't forget,
We'll
we're
follow
on
your
YouTube,
podcast, yeah.
We're on
Yeah,
iTunes, we're on everything. It's
Yeah.
the Brass Monkeys podcast.
The Brass Monkeys podcast. You
Yeah.
heard it here first.
You heard it first.
I didn't get a chance to catch up with my amazing wife during Whit Friday. She was playing on the end at Whit Friday Marches, so here we are now. We're going to ask a few questions on how it went.
Yeah. So, good evening. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. So, Jen, how many villages did you actually play in?
I think we did 7 in the end.
Wow. So, I've got to ask this other question is, so how many times did you have to play the solo?
Well, between the DC and the repeat, I think it was, 4 times a piece, so 28.
28 times, yeah.
Yes.
We don't usually factor that into our evening, do we? We just expect it to be done. It's you know, it's a lot of work, isn't it? In you know, just in a contest match, it's you know, amazing amount of work that goes into them and all the different bits and the pressure.
Yeah, definitely. And also as well, I think you've got the constant worry about saving your lip just enough to play well for the solos, but you also want to help your team, and so bit of a balance.
Yeah, it's how much you can leave out and how much you can you know, delegate to others.
That's the one.
Yeah, not too much though. Yes.
So we've got a little bit of Jen playing the march here.
No, not that rubbish again.
That we'll play now. Can you guess what it is? Well done, Jen. You did that 28 times.
Thanks. I think some were probably better than others, but thanks very much.
Great stuff. Yeah.
It was funny, actually, you were saying about how many times we had to play it. Hadn't really factored that in when I suggested we do the contester, because it is one of my favourites, but I had forgotten how tricky it was and how many solos there were.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was nice to hear the contested, because it's not one of the regulars, is it? As we were going through the list of the, you know, usual suspects, shall we say? For
It's we were talking before, weren't we, Steve? It's the march that we played when we were growing up.
Yes.
Can you remember back that far, Rich?
Thanks.
Yeah. The old black and white days, that was.
Yeah.
Oh, God, love you.
So I suppose the other thing is, a bit of your individual banding history as well, Jen, if you wanted to go through a little bit of that as well.
Okay. What would you like to know, Steve?
Well, shall we start from the beginning? How did you get into playing?
Okay, well, my dad's a brass bander.
Yeah.
Or was a brass bander. So I'm afraid it was always going to be a potential for me and my brother. Unfortunately, didn't quite manage to tempt my brother into brass banding quite as much as me. Although we did do a little bit. Did a bit of drumming for a while. Yeah. Even did a Whit Friday, actually.
Excellent.
On the Clash cymbals or something. But yeah, so obviously it was a bit in the family, really. So I was in a kind of youth band, Wigan and Lee something. Can't quite remember what it's called. And then I joined, they're now Valley Brass, but they used to be Haydock Youth Brass Band. So they used to be more of an offshoot of the Haydock Band. So I was there for quite a few years. Kind of worked my way up from bottom third cornet up to principal. So I did that, God, how long? Don't know, a few years. And then my dad suggested we look for a band together, which we hadn't done before. So we did a little while in wire brass, which was good.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know, it just wasn't the right fit for us, really. Not really sure why. And then we went together to Wingates.
Yeah.
So that was good, there for a couple of years. You're testing my memory now, boys.
Yeah. I remember your dad was with the Point of Air. I remember that time, yeah.
Yeah, he always spoke very fondly of Point of Air. It was quite interesting, actually, because quite a few years later, I ended up going to Point of Ayr when they reformed for the second time, I think.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And then we were playing a test piece that I really like. Is it My Strength, My Tower? I think it was that one, which sort of tempted me to go. And then I was there for a little while, and then my dad sort of fancied it as well. So we ended up both playing there. So that was quite nice.
That's nice, that, isn't it? Yeah, to have that link. Yeah.
But weren't you at Chester? Your dad played at Chester, didn't he?
Yeah, so I was at Chester for a little while. I think I got poached for Point of Ayr.
Can't use that word on
Oh, sorry, not poached for Point of Ayr.
Invited to attend a rehearsal.
That word, the word that Steve said, yep. I think it was during the break of the very first rehearsal I went to Chester. So I wasn't there too long. I did do both for a little while, but it's quite a long way to Point of Ayr, so it was a bit...
Was your dad at Chester then as well?
Was, yeah. Right. I can't remember how long for, but yes. Yeah, he was there as well. He was everywhere, really, bless him.
Yeah.
He was in quite a few bands over the years.
Most banders have done that over the years. So I suppose the other one is pieces of music and things. You said you enjoyed that test piece. I suppose a lot of the times we're asking people about their favourite pieces, favourite venues, things like that. Have you got any things like that with, memorable times with the bands or things? Sometimes it's the things you don't want to mention as well.
Oh,
We've had a few of them where we said, didn't like going there.
I should have had a few of those.
This is really putting Jen on the spot because the memory's useless.
Yeah, Rich isn't wrong. Yeah. I won't talk too much about venues because most of the time I arrive at a venue and go, oh, it's this one, that's right. So yes, I'm not very good on remembering which venue's which. Pieces of music are my favourites. I do like My Strength, My Tower, which I mentioned before. Lots of meaty solos. And Shine as a Light, I think is probably a bit of a favourite. I've got a bit of a thing for unusual time signatures, like a 7/8 or 5/8. Okay. Like things that are like bouncy.
Yeah.
That's the math teacher in you.
Yeah. Probably, yeah. So I like that sort of thing. So Shine as a Light definitely fit that bill. What was the other question, Steve?
I suppose a favourite solo maybe. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
I think maybe Georgia. I've played that quite a few times. In fact, I remember that naughty man over there, Richard, said to me that I think it was before we were going out, and he was watching me play Georgia and watching my bum wiggle, which was very rude indeed.
Oh dear.
Yes.
You're in trouble now.
You're supposed to watch the conductor, young man.
Yes.
No wonder he's never in time,
yes.
Steve.
Dear me. Yes. So I suppose what we always get to play is with who've spoken to is our 3 questions as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
If you've listened to the podcast, you probably know what they are, but we're still going to ask them.
No, I never listen, Steve.
So first one is, who was your banding hero or heroes?
Well, I'm going to have to say my first one is definitely my dad. Just because really, I think he was probably the reason I came into banding. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it was funny, really. I didn't realise how much I sounded like him when I play, because we've always played different instruments, really. I almost always played cornet, and he always played euphonium or baritone. Although he did start on trombone, that's sad.
Good job,
Douglas. Where are you, Douglas?
Yes, he was on a random noise generator for a little while. But yeah, so it was only when, after he passed away and I kind of inherited his euphonium, and Rich very kindly got it all sort of fixed up and things. And the first time I played it, I bawled like a baby because I didn't realise I would sound like him when I played his instrument. I played a bit of euphonium already, but on a different instrument. So, So I think really my sound has definitely come from my dad, I think.
Yeah.
And also as well, he was a real bandsman as well. We used to often talk about the fact that being a bandsman, it's, all about the team. Yes. And he would always be very encouraging of like younger players and things. If there's an opportunity for him to kind of move down a seat to give someone an opportunity, he would always do that. So, yeah.
Yes.
Have you got another hero? You said your dad mainly, would you say?
Yeah.
Have you got a player, another player that you...
I think Roger Webster was one of mine. Okay. I just really like his sound and the way he plays. And I actually got the pleasure of meeting him once, which was really cool. When I was with Valley Brass, we did like a trip to Italy, which was really cool. And we did like a little, I can't remember if it was a masterclass or if he was just sort of talking to us. And he sort of telling us all about like how much he practiced and things and what sort of stuff he did and things. And then there was like a mass band event, I think. And I think I must have played a solo, although don't ask me what it was because I definitely can't remember. And he said it was very nice. So I was like, oh my God, thanks.
Can't beat that one, can you? Yes, from the main man, yes, indeed.
From the main man.
Yes. So I suppose the next one is, if you could join any band at any time in their history, who would it be?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this one. It's probably not the answer you normally get, but I think for me it would be Leyland when my dad used to play for them. Because I remember going sort of with my dad a few times, and the sound they made was just amazing. And I think it was I've forgotten his name, but he was on rep at the time, and then I think later he became the principal. But I remember hearing his sound sort of from across the room and thinking, ooh, you know.
Yeah, that's
and he was only warming up, you know.
Yeah.
I might have got this wrong, Jen, but didn't the rep player play in Brastoff? Didn't he play the solo in Brastoff?
Oh, I don't know.
I seem to remember you saying that to me.
It was Paul Hughes.
Was it Paul Hughes, was it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny you talk about Brastoff. I remember my dad, he already had it on like VHS or something, and he bought it on DVD specifically so that he could pause it and zoom in on all the people he knew to point them out to me. So that was very cute.
Yeah. Yeah. And I suppose the last one, which is always a tricky one, and I couldn't do it in 3 words, was how would you describe brass banding in 3 words?
Okay, so I think the first one would have to be camaraderie. I think it's the kind of thing with brass banding. It's a big commitment, isn't it? And sometimes you can't be bothered, can you? You think, oh God, band tonight, flipping heck, you know. You sort of G yourself up. And actually, it's one of those, you always enjoy it when you get there. You know, because it's that camaraderie, you've got your friends around you, you're all kind of working towards a common goal, and there's a lot of humour in bands and a lot of sort of taking the mick out of each other, which is perfect for me.
Yes.
So camaraderie is my first one. I think opportunity, I think, is a big one, I think, for me. I think when I think back to the friends I've made, the husband I found along the way, and things that I just wouldn't have done if it hadn't been for brass banding. And I think as well, like for people who maybe haven't got so many opportunities, youngsters perhaps from families who don't have a lot. I think joining a band and finding that sort of that family and that support and a skill as well. I think it can be the making or the breaking of somebody. So I think banding really gives you opportunities you wouldn't find anywhere else. And the last one I said was connection, because I think banding could. Oh, give me 1 second. Oh, that was fun. I feel it sounded a little bit less, like I'm doing an advert for something naughty now. So I think connection for me, I think it, as I say, it brings people together, music in a way that nothing else does really. And I think it can connect people from, different countries and different areas. And things like, like Whit Friday last week, bringing so many people together, not just from the banding community, but from the local communities as well. And that's what I've always liked about Whit Friday, really, that you're not just seeing, banders and, their friends and family who they managed to rope in to come and watch. This is just people that live in the area and think, great, let's hear some music, let's have a laugh and come together.
Great stuff. Really good answers, Em. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Glad she's thought them out. So thank you very much, Jen.
No problems.
Unlike our friend, a certain Mr. Bassett Rhodes, I've actually mentioned my wife on the podcast.
I mentioned you as well.
Yeah.
No, I think you should make mention of the fact that he didn't mention his lovely wife each week just to make sure.
I wasn't saying that, Jen. So. Anyway, thank you very much for that. And how many times again did you play the solo?
Just 28, Rich.
28. So there we go.
Good going.
My lip's still a bit sore, Yeah. Stuck to my cheek,
Well done.
Thanks.
And we're back again. So what did you think, Steve?
It was really good, that. And nice to hear some of the players who we know and what they've been up to, what they get up to on the bus.
Yeah, and it was nice to talk to some
other bands.
Listeners, other bands and listeners, And that was mainly at Denton when I did that, chatting to some of the guys from Tilsley who played after us. I think they did when we were in Denton. So it was nice to talk to the guys there. And, I think it was
And I was quite surprised when I was, out for the evening, how many supporters there were out with on the buses as well. Sometimes there was as many supporters as players coming off the bus and going to have a listen and enjoying the evening with the band.
Yeah, of course it did help with the weather, didn't it? I suppose, but I don't know. I'm not sure on that, but I think we were probably the only North Wales band to go. I think.
Yeah, I didn't hear of anybody else.
Because I don't. Northup didn't go this year. I know they didn't go. I know Chester went, but I think they might have done the other side. I don't know.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah. So from our area, there was only Royal Buckley holding the flag.
Yes, holding the flag. Well done. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, because our good old friend Andrew Littman usually drives for Chester, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yes. My old mate on bass, Andrew. Yes.
Yeah. So, have you got any snippets for it then, Steve?
The only one really was I noticed on 4 Bars Rest that there's a new band based in Aberystwyth.
Oh, right. Okay.
And they've got their rehearsal in a week or two's time. So that's good news. A new brass band.
Indeed.
So,
Aberystwyth?
Yes.
They call it Aberystwyth Town.
It's called Cambria Brass, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we might try and get down and see how they're getting on then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a new venture, 4th section, and they're hoping to get on their, sort of website and things are saying they want to get to the area as well, which is good. That's what they're aiming for. So,
well, yeah,
great stuff.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, that's great news, isn't it? Especially
another band. Yeah, it's another one. It's fantastic. And hopefully there's a few others. In North Wales seem to be a bit more interested in things. There's the Eisteddfod coming up, isn't there?
Yeah.
I know Llandudno are going. I heard, and so
We're going.
Yeah. Oh, great stuff.
Hollywood.
Yeah. No, we're not. We've got a lot of players away on the summer school the week before. So
right. Okay. I'm not sure if Wrexham are going. I don't know if they're going or not. Well, I mean that should be a good one. That's the first Saturday in August, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that first weekend in August, and it's great that it's on the TV, isn't it? I know they don't show everything, but there's that click catch up thing, isn't it? That you can watch it all on after.
Oh right, okay.
But they do show a little bit of the bands, and it's about the only time on the TV now, isn't it?
Yeah. So that should be a good event, and hopefully it's well attended, isn't it? So.
Yeah, and a great advert for banding, isn't it? Generally, and it's in Wrexham, so.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So I'd be surprised if Wrexham don't go. I haven't heard it. I don't know. Yeah. So has Doug give you any diary?
No, Doug doesn't give me any diary events this time.
He's a naughty boy. He didn't mention it to me either.
There's plenty coming up over the summer, though. There's lots of concerts and things being advertised, isn't there? And
I believe so.
There's that one in Ironbridge as well over the weekend.
Yeah,
in July. That's sort of over 2 days. That looks a really good one.
Yeah, that's a good event.
Bands all day, in 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, great stuff. So that was it really for tonight. A little bit of a mixed.
Yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag of things, and a bit of a chat as well with Jen, which was great.
I've got to mention Jen. Yeah,
yes, a bit of
my better half.
Yes, your better half, and
yeah. Though I mean, I was quite surprised the amount of times she said I played it 28 times.
Just the 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.